Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel SG Physics. So today we shall discuss various problems associated with the superposition of forces. So let me explain what is superposition of forces. So according to this superposition of forces, if there are so many charges Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, then the net force on a given charges due to other charges, suppose say the net force on Q5 due to other charges Q1, Q3, Q2, Q4 will be what? Vector sum of the all forces produced by the individual charges. That will be the net force on charge Q5 will be vector sum of forces that is produced by Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So that will be F51, F52, F53 and F54. So we can simply write F51, F52, F53, F54. So F51 is the force on charge Q5 due to Q1 and F52 is the net force on Q5 due to charge Q2 and F53 is the net force on Q5 due to Q3 and F54 is the forces on Q5 due to Q4. So the net force on a given charges is equal to the vector sum of the individual forces produced by the individual charges. So is it clear? Now I will come to the question part. So first question was two charge of magnitude 5 coulomb and 15 coulomb are separated by a distance 6 meter in air. Find the net force on charge 2 coulomb placed at the center of the line joining two charges. So solution. So in the question it is given there are two charges, one is 5 coulomb and another is 15 coulomb which are separated by a distance 6 meter in air. So now a charge of 2 coulomb is placed at the center of these two charges 5 coulomb and 50 coulomb. So H, this charge is placed at the center of this line. So the distance between 5 coulomb and 2 coulomb will be what? Half of this 6 meter, that is 3 meter, and this is also will be 3 meters. So now in the question it was asking find the resultant force on this charge 2 coulomb due to 5 coulomb and 15 coulomb. So first I shall calculate the force due to 5 coulomb on 2 coulomb is F1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 modulus Q2 modulus by R square, and we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is what? 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 is given 5 and Q2 is 2 and R is given 3 meter means 3 square, and we know the square of the 3 is 9 and this 9 will get cancel each other, and if we will multiply 5 in with 2 it will be 10 into 10 to the power 9 Newton, and the force on this 2 coulomb due to 5 coulomb will be directed along this direction because these two charges are positive charges, so their force of interaction will be repulsive and that will act on this direction, so along F1. So now I shall calculate the force on this charge 2 coulomb due to the 15 coulomb. So that is my F2, and formula we know 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 modulus into Q2 modulus by R square, and again we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 is 15 and Q2 is 2 and R is 3 square, and this 3 square and 9 will get cancel each other, and when we multiply 15 into 2 it will be 30 into 10 to the power 9 Newton along. So see this is also positive charges, this is also positive charges, so the force of interaction will be repulsive, so that will be directed along this direction, along F2. So now we shall find the resultant force on this 2 coulomb. So resultant force on 2 coulomb will be vector sum of F1 and F2, and the angle between F1 vector and F2 vector is what? 180 degree. So theta is here how much? 180 degree, and we know for theta equal to 180 degree the resultant force will be subtraction of 2 vector, that is F2 minus F1 modulus. So it will be like 30 into 10 to the power 9 minus 10 into 10 to the power 9. So it will be simply 20 into 10 to the power 9, and direction of this force will be along F2, because F2 is greater than F1. So is it clear? Now I shall go to the second question. So what was the second question? Two charge of magnitude 220 picocoulomb and minus 30 picocoulomb are separated by a distance 2 angstrom. Find the net force on charge 10 coulomb placed at the center of the line joining of two charges. So it is given there are two charges, one is 20 picocoulomb and another is minus 30 picocoulomb, and which are separated by a distance 2 angstrom. So now in another charge 10 coulomb is placed at the center of the line joining these two charges. So total length of this line is 2 angstrom. So as this charge is placed at the center of this line, so this will be half of the 2 angstrom, that is 1 angstrom, and this length will be 1 angstrom. So in the question it is asking find the resultant force on this charge 10 coulomb due to this 20 picocoulomb and minus 30 picocoulomb. So first find F1, that is the force on 10 coulomb due to the charge 20 picocoulomb. So what will be? We know formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 modulus into q2 modulus by r square, and we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and q1 is given how much? 20 picocoulomb. We know 1 picocoulomb is 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb, so 20 picocoulomb will be 20 into 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb, and q2 is 10 coulomb, and distance r is 1 angstrom, and we know 1 angstrom equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter, so it will be 10 to the power minus 10 whole square. So when we solve, what will be the value? It will be 20 into 9, it will be 180, and this will be 10 to the power 18 Newton, and further if we shall rewrite, it will be 1.8 into 10 to the power 20 Newton, and this will be directed along this, because these both charges are positive like charges, so force of interaction will be repulsive, so it will directed along this F1 vector. Is it clear? So now we shall find F2, that is the charge on 10 coulomb due to the charge minus 30 picocoulomb. So it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 modulus into q2 modulus by r square. So and we know the value of the 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and q1 is given 30 picocoulomb. So 1 picocoulomb equal to 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb. So 30 picocoulomb equal to 30 into 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb, and q2 is 10, and the distance between them is 1 angstrom, that is we know 1 angstrom equal to 10 to the power minus 10, so 10 to the power minus 10 whole square. So if we will solve 30 into 9, it will be 270, and this will be 10 to the power 18. So when we rewrite, it will be 2.70 10 to the power 20 Newton, and this will be directed along C. So 10 coulomb is positive charges, minus 30 picocoulomb is negative charges. So force of interaction will be now attractive. So when minus 30 picocoulomb act a force on this 10 coulomb, then the force direction will be along this negative charges, that is F2 will be directed along this. So along F2. So now resultant force on 10 coulomb will be what? It's simply vector sum of F1 and F2. And from the figure you can see F1 and F2 vector directed along same direction. So the angle between them is what? Theta equal to 0 degree. So for theta equal to 0 degree, vector addition of two vector, it simply sum of individual. So F1 is how much? 1.8 into 10 to the power 20, and F2 is how much? 2.7 into 10 to the power 20. So when we calculate, it will be 4.5 into 10 to the power 20 Newton. That will be along F2. It is clear. Now I shall go to the third question. So what was the third question? So third question was, two charge of magnitude 10 coulomb and 19 coulomb are separated by a distance 12 meter. Find the position where a charge of magnitude 5 coulomb will be equilibrium. So solution. In the question it is given there are two charges, one is 10 coulomb and another is 90 coulomb, which are separated by a distance 12 meter. Now a third charge of magnitude 5 coulomb is situated in between the line joining these two charges. So in the question it is asking, find the position where the third charge of magnitude 5 coulomb will be equilibrium. Let at this position 5 coulomb charge is at equilibrium. So if we will consider, suppose this 5 coulomb charge is situated at a distance x from these 10 coulomb charges. So total is 12 meter. If this is my x, then remaining will be my 12 minus x meter. So now I shall calculate force on 5 coulomb due to 10 coulomb. So what will be force? It's simply 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 modulus q2 modulus by r square, and we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon is 9 into 10 to the power 9, q1 is 10 and q2 is 5, and r is what? Here x. So it simply x square. So when we calculate, it will be 450 into 10 to the power 9 by x square along F1. Similarly, now I shall calculate force on 5 coulomb due to the charge 19 coulomb. So it will be F2. It simplifies 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 90, Q2 is 5, and R is how much? 12 minus x whole square. When we solve, it will be 9 into 19, 810. So it will be 4050 into 10 to the power 9 divided by 12 minus x whole square. That will be directed along F2. So for charge 5 coulomb to be equilibrium, the force acting on this 5 coulomb should be 0. So H, F1, F2 are oppositely directed. Theta will be what? 180 degree, and resultant force will be vector sum of F1 vector and F2 vector. That should be 0 for equilibrium. And for theta equal to 180 degree, according to the vector addition rule, resultant force will be simply F2 minus F1. That should be 0 for equilibrium condition. So it should be F2 equal to F1. So F2 is how much? 4050 into 10 to the power 9 by 12 minus x whole square. And F1 is how much? F1 is 450 into 10 to the power 9 by x square. So 10 to the power 9, 10 to the power 9 cancel, and it will divided 4050 divided by 450, it will be 9. It will 9 by 12 minus x whole square. It is simply 1 by x square. So now what we have? 9 by 12 minus x whole square, and this is 1 by x square. So we can rewrite this simply 3 by 12 minus x whole square, and it is 1 by x whole square. If we take square root of this both side, then it will be simply 3 by 12 minus x, and this is 1 by x. So if we will take cross product, it will be 3x, it will be 12 minus x, that is only 4x equal to 12 and x equal to 3. So we get the value of x equal to 3. So see the figure. We take these 5 coulomb charges which at a distance x from the 10 coulomb charges. So we got the value of x is how much? 3 meter. So now I shall go to the next question. So next question is, two charge of magnitude 10 coulomb and 40 coulomb are separated by a distance of 6 meter. Find the position where the third charge will be equilibrium. So this question is very similar to the previous one. So solution. So in the question it is given there are two charges, one is 10 coulomb and another is 40 coulomb, which are separated by a distance 6 meter. So now a third charge Q is placed in between the line joining these two charges 10 coulomb and 40 coulomb, and let this charge Q is situated at a distance x from the 10 coulomb charges. At total length is 6 meter and this is x, so remaining will be my 6 minus x meter. So now I shall calculate the resultant force on these Q charges due to the 10 coulomb and 40 coulomb, and that resultant force should be 0 for the equilibrium condition. So first let's find force F1, that is the force on Q due to 10 coulomb. So we know the formula, 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 modulus into Q2 modulus by r square, and the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 we know 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 is given 10 and Q2 is given Q, and distance is x, so simply x square, and that will be directed along F1 because these two charges are both positive, so the force of interaction will be repulsive, that will be directed along F1. Now I shall calculate force on Q due to 40 coulomb. So that will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 40, Q2 is Q, and distance r is 6 minus x whole square. That will be directed along F2. F2 directed will be along this direction. So Now resultant force F on Q will be the vector sum of F1 vector and F2 vector, and that should be 0 for the equilibrium condition. And see, this direction of F1 and direction of F2 is opposite, means theta equal to 180 degree, and for theta equal to 180 degree, the resultant force will be subtraction of the two vectors, and that should be 0 for the equilibrium condition. Simply F1 equal to F2. So F1 is what? We have got 9 into 10 to the power 9, 10 into q by x square, and F2 we got 9 into 10 to the power 9, 40 into q divided by 6 minus x square. So this will cancel, q also cancel, and if we shall divide 10 to 40, it will be 4. So simply we got 1 by x square, and this is 4 by 6 minus x whole square. So this will be 1 by x whole square, and this is 2 by 6 minus whole square. If we will take the square root on both sides, then it will be 1 by x, and this will be 2 by 6 minus x. If we will take the cross product, it will be 6 minus x equal to 2x, 3x will be 6, x will be 2. So for charge q to be equilibrium, it should be placed 2 meter from the charge 10 coulomb. So x should be 2 meter for the charge q to be equilibrium. So it should be placed 2 meter from the charge 10 coulomb. Is it clear? So now I shall go to the next question. So next question is, two charges of magnitude 8 coulomb and minus 32 coulomb are separated by a distance of 8 meter apart. Find the position where the third charge will be equilibrium. So this question is very similar to previous one, but here the charges are unlike, means one is positive, another is negative. So solution. So there are two charges given, one is 8 coulomb, another is minus 32 coulomb. So now a third charge is placed outside this line, means suppose another charge q is placed outside this line, which is situated at a distance x from the charge 8 coulomb. So now minus 32 coulomb will situated at a distance 8 plus x meter, because in the question 8 coulomb and minus 32 coulomb charges are separated by a distance 8 meter. So this is 8, this is x, so total will be 8 plus x, and plus q is situated at a distance x from the 8 coulomb charges. So you should remember, when two charges are have different sign, charge should be placed outside the line. So now we shall calculate the resultant force on this q due to 8 coulomb and minus 32 coulomb, and the resultant force should be 0 for the equilibrium condition. So now I shall calculate F1, that is due to 8 coulomb on charge q, that will be 9 into 10 to the power 9, q1 is 8 and q2 is q, and distance is x square, and that will be directed along F1. Now I shall calculate the force on q due to the minus 32 coulomb, that will be F2, 9 into 10 to the power 9, q1 is 32 and q2 is q, and distance is 8 plus x whole square, and that will be directed towards the minus 30 coulomb, means it will directed along this F2. So now resultant force on charge q is simply vector sum of the F1 and F2. See from the figure, F1 and F2 are oppositely directed, so theta should be 180 degree, and for theta 180 degree resultant force will be F1 minus F2, and for equilibrium condition it should be 0, because this charge at equilibrium, only when we will say the net force on this Q should be 0. So it's simply F1 equal to F2. So F1 is 9 into 10 to the power 9, 8 into Q by x square, and F2 is 9 into 10 to the power 9, 32 into Q by 8 plus x whole square. So this will get cancelled, Q cancel, 8 4. So this will be, we can write 1 by x whole square, and this we can write 2 by 8 plus x whole square. If we will take square root on both sides, it will be simply 1 by x 2 by 8 plus x. If we will take cross product, it will be 8 plus x 2x, and that will be x equal to 8 meter. So the charge Q should be equilibrium when it's placed at a distance 8 meter from the charge 8 coulomb, because we got the value of x equal to how much? 8. Now I shall go to the next question. So next question is, 3 charges of magnitude 10 microcoulomb, 20 microcoulomb and minus 20 microcoulomb are placed at the 3 corner of an equilateral triangle of each side length 2 cm. Calculate the net force on the charge 10 microcoulomb. So solution. So an equilateral triangle is given. So this is my equilateral triangle, in which each side have length how much? 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, and 3 charges are placed at 3 corners of the equilateral triangle. So A, B, C. Here charge is placed 10 microcoulomb, here charge is placed 20 microcoulomb, here charge is placed 20 microcoulomb. Then in the question it is asking, find the resultant force on these charges 10 microcoulomb due to this 20 microcoulomb and minus 20 microcoulomb. So first I shall calculate force F1, that is the force on 10 microcoulomb due to the charge 20 microcoulomb. It's simply 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 modulus Q2 modulus by R square, and we know the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is how much? 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 is given how much? 20 microcoulomb. We know 1 microcoulomb equal to 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. So 20 microcoulomb will be how much? 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Similarly 10 microcoulomb will be 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and distance is how much? 2 cm. So we know 1 cm equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So 2 cm will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter whole square. So it will solve. Okay, let it to be like this, and its direction will be how? Where? So see, this is positive here, this is positive here, so its direction will be along this, along F1. So now I shall calculate F2, that is the force on 10 microcoulomb due to the minus 20 microcoulomb. So that will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 20 microcoulomb, means 20 into 10 to the power minus 6, and Q2 is 10 microcoulomb, 10 into 10 to the power minus 6, and distance is 2 cm, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. So this is also whole square, that will be directed along F2. See, this is negative charges, this is positive charges, so the force of interaction between them will be attractive. So the force will be directed along this F2. So now I shall calculate the resultant force on charge 10 microcoulomb. That will be vector sum of F1 vector and F2 vector. So see, this is 60 degree because it is an equilateral triangle. So this will be how much? 120 degree, because total is 180 degree and this is 60 degree. So remaining angle will be 120 degree. So angle between F1 and F2 is what? 120 degree. And we know the formula from the vector addition rule. Resultant force of two vector is F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. So see, F1 magnitude, F2 magnitude is same, so we can simply take it to be x, it should be x. So F1 square means x square, F2 square means x square, 2 F1 means x, F2 means x, theta is 120 degree root over. So this is x square, how much? 2x square. This is x into x square with multiply 2x square, and we know the value of cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. So these two will cancel. So now this is 2x square and this is minus x square. So simply x square and root over of x square is x. And what is the value of x? We already consider this value, that is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square. If we will solve, it will be 9 into 20, okay, 9 into 20 into 10 into 10 to the power 9 into 10 to the power minus 12, 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So it will be cancel 5, it will be 45, it will be 10 square. So it will be 4500 newtons. So is it clear? Now I shall go to the next question. So next question is 3 charge of magnitude 8 picocoulomb, minus 8 picocoulomb and minus 8 picocoulomb are placed at the 3 corners of an equilateral triangle of each side 1 meter. Find the net force on the charge 8 picocoulomb. So it's very similar to the previous one. So solution. So there is an equilateral triangle ABC which have length 1 meter and 1 meter, and 3 charges are placed at the 3 corners of this equatorial triangle. So one is 8 picocoulomb, another is minus 8 picocoulomb and another is minus 8 picocoulomb. Then in the question it is asking find the resultant force on this charge 8 picocoulomb due to the another 2 charges minus 8 picocoulomb and minus 8 picocoulomb. So first I shall calculate the force on 8 picocoulomb due to this minus 8 picocoulomb. Then I will calculate the force on this 8 picocoulomb due to this charge minus 8 picocoulomb. So F1 will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is what? 8 picocoulombs, and we know 1 picocoulomb equal to 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb. So 8 picocoulomb will be 8 into 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb. And Q2 is what? 8 picocoulomb means 8 into 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb. And distance is what? 1 meter means 1 square, and that will be directed along C. This is negative and this is positive. So force of interaction will be attractive. So F1 will be directed along F1. So similarly F2 will be what? 9 into 10 to the power 9. 8 picocoulomb means 8 into 10 to the power minus 12, and Q2 also same, 8 into 10 to the power minus 12, and distance is 1 square. And see, this is negative, this is positive, so force will be directed along this, along F2. So now I shall find the net resultant force on charge 8 picocoulomb. So that will be vector sum of F1 and F2, and the angle between F1 and F2 is what? This is 60 degree, because the angle of this an equilateral triangle. So angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So angle is 60 degree. So now for angle theta equal to 60 degree, resultant force according to the vector addition rule will be what? F1 square F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. See, F1 magnitude, F2 magnitude are same. So we simply can take this value x, this value x. So F1 square means x square, F2 square means x square, and 2 into x, theta is cos 60 degree. So x square, it will be 2x square, this will be 2x square, and the cos 60 degree value is 1 by 2. So it simply cancel out. So there will be 3x square, that will be root 3x. So now I will put the value of x, that is this much. So root 3 into 9 into 10 to the power 9, 8 into 10 to the power minus 12, 8 into 10 to the power minus 12. So when we solve this, it will be 9 into 97 into 10 to the power minus 13 Newton. Is it clear? So now I shall go to the next question. So next question is, 4 charges each of magnitude 5 microcoulomb are placed at x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 meter on x-axis. Find the net force on the charge placed at origin. So solution. So this is my coordinate axis, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin. So there are 4 charges each of magnitude 5 microcoulomb which are placed. One is placed at origin 5 microcoulomb, and another was placed at 1 meter and have charge 5 microcoulomb, and another is placed at 2 meter having magnitude 5 microcoulomb, and another charge is placed at 3 meter having charge 5 microcoulomb. So this is the distance 1 meter. This is the distance between 2 meter, and this is distance is 3 meters. So in the question it is asking, find the resultant force on 5 microcoulomb which is placed at the origin. So there will be 3 forces. One force will be due to this charge on this, and second is due to this on this, and third one is due to this charge on this charge. So F1, that will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is what? 5 microcoulomb, and we know 1 microcoulomb equal to 10 to the power minus 6. So 5 microcoulomb will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 6, and Q2 is what? 5 microcoulomb, means 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. So distance between these two charges is what? 1. So this simply is 1 square, and that will be directed along which? See, both charges are positive, so interaction will be repulsive. So force will be directed along F1. Now force F2, that will be the force due to 5 microcoulomb on this 5 microcoulomb. So that will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 5 microcoulomb, means 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Q2 is 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Here R is how much? From this to this will be 2 meters, means 2 square along F2, same direction. And F3 will be the force due to this 5 microcoulomb on this 5 microcoulomb charge. That will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 5 microcoulombs, means 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Q2 means 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. R square means distance is now what? 3, means 3 square. This will be directed along same direction F3. So then now resultant force on this 5 microcoulomb which is situated at origin will be what? The vector sum of F1, F2 and F3. See, all the vector are directed along same direction. So resultant force will be for theta equal to 0 degree will be simply addition of all three vectors. So it's simply 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 5 into 10 to the power minus 6, 5 into 10 to the power minus, it is common to all of them. So it is will come 1 by 1, it's come 1 by 4, it will come 1 by 9. So it's simply 0.30625 Newton. Is it clear? Now we'll come to the next question. Infinitive number of charges, each of magnitude 10 coulomb, are placed at x equal to 0, 1, 2, comma, dot, dot, dot on x-axis. Find the net force on the charge placed at the origin. So, solution. So, this is my coordinate axis, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is my origin. So, infinitive number of charges are placed on this x-axis at an interval of 1 meter. So, one is placed at origin which have charge 10 coulomb. Second one is placed at a distance 1 meter which have charge 10 coulomb. And third one is placed at a distance 2 meter having charge 10 coulomb. Fourth one is placed at a distance 3 meter having charges 10 coulomb, and so on. So in the question it is asking find the resultant force on this charge 10 coulomb which is situated at this origin due to the other charges. So first I shall calculate force on this 10 coulomb due to this 10 coulomb. Then in the next I shall calculate force on this 10 coulomb due to this. After on and so on we shall calculate like this. So F1 will be force on this 10 coulomb due to this 10 coulomb. So it will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 10 coulomb, Q2 is 10 coulomb, and distance between these two is what? 1 meter. So means 1 square, and that will be directed along which? This one. So along F1. So similarly F2 will be what? 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 10 coulomb, Q2 is also 10 coulomb, but now distance is what? 2 meters. Means 2 square along F2, means it will directed along same direction. Similarly F3 will be charge on this 10 coulomb on this 10 coulomb. So it will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 10, Q2 is also same, but distance is now how much? 3. Means 3 square. That will also directed along F3, and similarly so on. So resultant force will be what? Vector sum of individual forces. So see, all the forces are directed along same direction. That means theta equal to what? 0 degree. For theta equal to 0 degree, the resultant force will be simply sum of all the individual forces. See, so then we will add all of these. So common will be this time 9 into 10 to the power 9, 10 into 10. This is 9 into 10 to the power 9, 10 into 10. So in the first it will come 1 by 1, it will come 1 by 4, it will come 1 by 9, and so on. So this is a series. which have the value pi square by 6, 9 into 10 to the power 9, 10 into 10, and this series has value pi square by 6. If we will solve, it will be 1.47 into 10 to the power 12 Newton. So now I shall come to the next question. So there are 5 charges, each of magnitude 20 microcoulomb, are placed at a distance x equal to 0, 1, 2, 4, 8 centimeter on x-axis. Find the net force on charge placed at x equal to 1 centimeter. So solution. So this is my coordinate system. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is my origin. So in the question it is given there are 5 charges, each of magnitude 20 microcoulomb. So one charge is placed at this origin having magnitude 20 microcoulomb, and second charge is placed at a distance 1 centimeter having magnitude 20 microcoulomb. So this is my 1 centimeter, and third charge also having magnitude 20 microcoulomb placed at a distance 2 centimeter, and fourth charge is placed at a distance 4 centimeter from the origin having magnitude 20 microcoulomb, and fifth charge also have magnitude 20 microcoulomb but placed at a distance 8 centimeter from the origin. So in the question it is given find the net force or resultant force acting on this charge 20 microcoulomb which is placed at a distance 1 centimeter from the origin. So we have to find the net force on this 20 microcoulomb charge due to other 4 charges. So first I shall calculate F1, that is the force on this 20 microcoulomb due to this charge 20 microcoulomb. So what will be the value? We know 9 into 10 to the power 9, and Q1 is what? 20 microcoulomb. 20 microcoulomb means 1 microcoulomb equal to 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. So 20 microcoulomb means 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and Q2 is also same 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and distance is 1 centimeter, and we know 1 centimeter equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So it's simply square, and it will be directed along C. This is positive, this is positive, so it force of interaction will be repulsive and will acting along this direction, so along F1. Now I shall calculate F2. So that will be force on this 20 microcoulomb due to this charge 20 microcoulomb. So it will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Q1 is 20 microcoulomb means 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Q2 is also same 20 into minus 6 coulomb, and distance is now how much? C. Total is 2 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. So separation will be there 1 centimeter. So it will be 10 to the power minus 2 square. It will be directed along. It will be directed along this direction, along F2. So now I shall calculate F3. That is the force on this 20 microcoulomb due to this charge, this 20 microcoulomb. It will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Q2 is also same 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Now distance is C. R is C. Distance between this charge and this charge will be 3 centimeter because total is 4 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter. So it will be 3 centimeter. And we know 1 centimeter equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So 3 centimeter will be 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So it will be square along. So along this direction F3. Now F4 will be what? It's simply 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 is 20 microcoulomb, and Q2 is also same 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and distance will be now C. Total is 8 centimeter. This will be my 7 centimeter. So 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. whole square, and it will act along F4. So F4 is the force on this 20 microcoulomb due to this 20 microcoulomb charges. So now I shall found the net resultant electric field at this 20 microcoulomb due to the other charges. So it will be simply vector sum of F1, F2, F3, F4. So see, F1 vector and F2 vector, F magnitude same, and F1 is directed along this direction, F2 is directed along this direction. So since they have same magnitude but directed oppositely, so they will cancel out each other. And see, angle between F3 and F4 is 0 degree. Angle between F3 and F4 is 0 degree because they are directed along same direction. So it will be simply, according to vector addition law, simply they will be added. So F3 is what? 9 into 10 to the power 9, 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 by 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 square plus 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 7 into 10 to the power minus 2 square. If we will add these two, it will be 4734 newtons. So it was two opposite corner of a square carrying charge plus q each, and other two opposite corner carrying charge q each. If net force on the charge q is 0, how q and small q are related? So I am repeating the question. Two opposite corner of a square carrying charge plus q each, and other two opposite corner carrying charge plus q each. If net force on the charge q is 0, how q and small q are related? So solution. So there is a square. Suppose length of this square is a, and I am naming this square is ABCD. So there are 4 charges which are placed at each corner of the square, and 2 charges plus q and plus q are situated at the opposite corner, and other 2 charges small q and small q are situated at the B and D. So in the question it is also given the net force on this charge q is 0. Then find the relation between this capital Q and small q. So let's find net force on this q, then we can find the relation between capital Q, small q. So now I shall calculate F1, that will be force on q due to this q. So it will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Q1 is capital Q, Q2 is small q, and distance is what? A square. So this will be directed along this, along F1. Now I shall calculate F2, that is force on small q due to this capital Q. That will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon capital Q small q by a square along F2. Now I shall calculate force on small q due to small q. That will be F3 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by c. Now distance will be this distance is root 2a. So it's simply root 2a whole square, and it will be directed along this F3, and this will be directed along F2, directed along this F2. So now net resultant force on small q will be vector sum of three forces F1, F2, F3. तो see F1 and F2, so F1 and F2, angle is what? 90 degree. So their resultant force will be what? F1 square plus F2 square root over. F3 remains same. So their resultant will be directed now along this. So now the angle between them is 0 degree. So for 0 degree they will simply add it F1 square, F2 square plus F3. So F1 square is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon small q by a square whole square plus F2 square means 1 by 4 pi epsilon capital Q small q a square whole square root over plus F3 is what? F3 was 1 by 4 pi epsilon q square by 2a square, and so it's simply it is both are same, so it will be root 2 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon capital Q small q by a square. This will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon q square by 2a square. So in the question it is given this force should be 0, means root 2 1 by 4 pi epsilon capital Q small q by a square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon q square by 2a square, it is 0. So if we will take common of 1 by 4 pi epsilon, it will, otherwise we can take these two another side, so it will be root 2 1 by 4 pi epsilon capital Q small q a square, this is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon q square by 2a square. See, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 1 by 4 pi epsilon will get cancel each other, a square will get cancel each other, 1 q small q cancel each other, so we got minus q by 2 root 2. This is the relation we got. So is it clear?